Today, we talk about
Optimus Primal! Maximize!
Hello! So today I want to talk about this big boy. Big boy! Optimus Primal from the Beast Wars series. Now, for those who may not know, this big boy was a descendant of Optimus Prime from the original Transformers. And Optimus Primal cleverly had the same name except changed to reflect an ape. Primal, primate, vis-a-vis, c'est la vie, day-do-day. Anyway, he was the leader of the Maximals, the descendants of the Autobots, and he had this silky smooth voice that I really enjoyed.
Says me! You want to question my orders one more time?
Props to you, good sir. Did enjoy your role working his mouth. Now, to get into the character a little bit, obviously, as a lot of you fellow Beast Wars nerds know, Beast Wars nerds know, Beast Wars nerds know, Beast Wars nerds know. Takara Tomy recently released the updated masterpiece Optimus Primal, which looks dead on like the cartoon. And from other YouTube reviews I've seen, they've done a pretty good job. Obviously with some key differences, but before I open this guy up, I wanted to reflect back on Optimus Primal, the OG toy, because it was a pretty sick toy. And I remember distinctly getting this toy because it was one of the ultra class toys, meaning it was this size, as opposed to some of the other toys which are a lot smaller, less complicated, etc. And I was blown away when I first had this toy as a kid. Move over, King Kong. Optimus Primal is ready to rock. The heroic leader has biogenetically re-engineered his body structure into a gargantuan robotic gorilla. Cybernetically fused musculature has enhanced strength to superpowered levels. Shoulder-mounted Mega Blast missile cannons launch devastating attacks upon foolish Predacon invaders. When they force him to fight, they force him to win. Everything a 10 on this guy, which is completely appropriate. Well, by this point, you want me to move on to the unboxing, so
okay, let's get it going.
Right off the bat, all the little swords and missile pieces and the instruction booklet right in here. Really strapped in there. All right. Always my least favorite part. Okay, so let's start with his monkey mode. What you can do is adjust his arms as so, and if you get them just right, there's a little tab back here. You open this up, prime it, and woo! And obviously you can position his legs. What I liked to do as a kid actually was try and hide as much of the robot parts as possible, like especially these white little parts back here. And I try to hide them and look at it just in the right angle to just see a gorilla. Times were simpler back then. What a time.
What a time.
All right, so that's enough of that. Now let's get this guy transformed, shall we? I would say this was probably one of the more cartoon accurate early toys. Because the early toys, some of them were horrible. This one was particularly good. And this was probably my favorite part, was revealing the head and the chest piece. And I really don't get this whole mutant mask-ish. Like, why? No, who liked this? I didn't like this. And not even necessary. Like, it was just one additional thing they didn't need to add. But anyway, so you flip that around and you reveal his dope head. That's the one you want. I almost wish you could just remove this completely, but yeah, it is what it is. Now we have him essentially already transformed. This is like the complete thing. Obviously the chest plate looks much better on the new Masterpiece toy, but one of the doper features that they really nailed. Boom. That's right. That's right.
I'll handle this!
So they really nailed that. Obviously a lot of extra flimsy flaccidity right here. Clear of that, they really nailed this. I thought they slammed it out of the park. Kind of like Aaron Judge, topical, am I right? And then you could click his little butt piece to release that, and then these little triggers right here release the missiles that we saw in the back, which I'll leave them there because I know I'm going to lose it. Oh, right. I remember now. It's all coming back. You could take those swords and you could store them in his side area here. Also, just like in the show, you can release his arm. Boom! And obviously, it would be nice if he could keep the whole hand there, like in the show, but, you know, you got to make sacrifices. And I mean, think about this. They made this toy in the 90s. Bruh. And these things packed a punch. Hey, yo, wait. And so did these. This was like the coolest thing ever to like fling at other Transformers when you were, you know, battle playing as a kid. Anyway, so the other thing is, weirdly, this had no relevance to the show, but they included it in the toy, was the little mace piece in the other hand instead of a second gun, which I would have appreciated a second gun, but yeah, so you release this, and then he just gets a little mace in his hand, and then closes his hand back up, so it's like that. And then what you can do is, I believe these little side pieces lock the arm into place, or actually change the orientation of how the joint swivels compared to the beast mode. And instead, when you lock the arm at that joint, now when you pull the back pump, he'll do this little flinging motion. Look at the flick of the wrist. Look at the flick of the wrist. Woo, woo, woo. You can like, you know, pew, pew, pew. Oh no, he didn't. I mean, I don't want to go into much more detail than that, but there you go. That's Optimus Primal. And with that, we out.